what's it called? Everybody, Everything, Everywhere.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing.
You know, it's so funny. When I watched that, I was like, this is like Harland-esque.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, no, it's
so
cool.
brilliant
Yeah, man.
and fun. And it's like, imagine even like pitching that to a studio.
Yeah.
I mean, you would, like, I wouldn't be able to get that sold.
Here, give me the log line. How would you pitch it? What's the elevator?
I can't even, it's like a Chinese lady who has a laundromat. All right?
Okay.
With her husband. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's an alternative reality, like different dimensional realities.
Multiverse.
Thank you. Are you the executive in the room?
Oh,
Yeah, a multiverse. And it just goes in and out of these multiverse. I mean, that's how I would probably pitch it.
yeah. It's very complex,
very complex.
multi-layered.
Yeah.
And then what I love about it is just when you think it's kind of hit its plateau,
Yeah.
suddenly there's a new scene where you're like, whoa, I did not, like, I won't give it away, but the scene in the desert with the two rocks.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
all this action, and then I won't say what it was, but then all of a sudden you're there, and
Yeah.
you're like, so it just keeps giving. It's one of these movies where
It's a brilliant piece of
it's
art.
really
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even Andrew Santino, it's an art house movie. Even Santino, this dodo head, this dim-witted, redheaded dodo head who doesn't know anything about art or nothing.
Yeah.
Right? It was brilliant. And when that I want to say the R word, but I can't. You know what I mean?
The what word?
The R word. You know, when they're. Anyway,
Yeah.
But anyway, when this ding dong goes, hey, you should watch this, I was like, it's got to be good. Because he's so stupid. What a fucking stupid idiot. He's in Italy right now. Stay there.
He looks like he's having a blast.
Fuck him. Yeah, that's what dumb people do when they eat ice cream or like when ice cones. Well, not when they have the ice and the flavors.
Gelato?
Flavored ice.
Shaved ice?
Shaved ice. That's what I'm trying to
Oh,
say,
okay,
right?
yeah.
He enjoys it.
You got him, baby.
Yeah, I got him. Man.
Burn.
Right in your face, dude. You fucking dipshit. Enjoying ice. Yeah, you're fucking stupid Italian.
Have you been to Italy, Guy?
Guy, I haven't. Don't need to, Guy.
Why not? Don't you like lasagna?
I can get lasagna here, Guy.
Guy,
All right.
settle down.
Oh, dude, don't get combative with me, Chacho.
Wow. Can I drop a little thing about my charity? Everyone
Yeah,
in
for
Hollywood
sure.
has a charity.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, it's tough to talk about, but it's about a allergy. It's called Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children that have cinnamon allergies. And it's all the money goes to. Okay, well.
I don't know if that's a real thing, and it made me laugh because it made me. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, you can Google it.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry. Can we just cut that
Dude,
off?
there's probably a
I know, can we-
child right now
I know.
with swollen ankle.
All right. Can we just start over and say it again? And I'm so sorry. That was fucking my bad. I'm so sorry.
No worries. No,
right, go ahead.
Thank you. So, Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children with cinnamon allergies. And we take the money, and if you want to just send it to, I have a P.O. box, and if you can just send certified checks to my P.O. box, we'll give the address later, and the money all goes to these kids. They get cinnamon and their ankles. What the fuck, bro? These children are suffering.
Ankles.
Their ankles pop out.
It's the ankles.
Is that a real?
It is the ankle.
Is it a real?
Are
Fucking
you
thing?
allergic to anything?
No.
Okay, then you shouldn't
But
laugh.
there's so many other. Can I just ask a couple of questions? There's just so many other charities that seem like that should be on the forefront, like cancer and other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what.
I'm sorry, dude. Fuck.
Wow.
No, my bad, dude. My bad. So just say the P.O. box thing again.
So it's Cinnamon Angels Fly Away. P.O.
It's a ridiculous name. Cinnamon Angels Fly Away.
I'll tell you how this. I'll tell you how
tell me how that.
started.
Yeah, tell me how. Why the Fly Away? Tell me how that.
I'm getting a little mad here, but
I'm so sorry.
I was at LAX at the airport, and they have a Cinnabon, the Cinnabon thing, and his mother was walking along with her child, and you know how you can smell those Cinnabons in the airport, and this kid collapsed on the ground right in front of Cinnabon and was convulsing and fucking having a seizure. And I was like, I'll be goddamned if I ever have that happen on my watch. So I started Cinnamon Angels Fly Away. You know what? Wow.
No, I don't know.
So
Maybe change the name.
really?
Fly Away doesn't make any sense because it's an airport.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not why I didn't know.
And when they die, they fly away on a cloud of cinnamon.
So check that out. Stay tuned to that. How do you say? Stay tuned, or what do you say? Check it out.
Check it out, yeah.
No. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
No.
2 cinnamons.
One cinnamon.
Just
One
one.
cinnamon
Flies.
girls.
Angels.
Cinnamon Angels
Angels fly away.
Yeah.
All right, so go check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other charities? Are good?
No, the only other thing I'd mention is my T-shirt. I have a website called harbling.com, and
Yeah.
you can go and buy your own hand-drawn T-shirt.
That's
from me
amazing.
if you want to get one.
How long does each one take for you to draw?
You know what? Some of them take a lot. Yours took a long time because there was all the stripes and everything.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to make it nice for my friend, but so yeah, there's some of them.
Yeah.
And basically, if the original prints, the original one sold out, we make prints of them. But I won't make prints of that one because it's your show.
Yeah.
If you want to make prints of it, you can. But I won't.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So
And it's medium, like you asked me, because you asked me what size.
What size? Yeah.
Fucking amazing, dude.
Would you really wear it?
Of course, I'm going to wear it at the Comedy Store next
Are you?
back to back.
That would make my day.
That'd be great.
Man.
So go to Harbling.
Yeah, hardbling.com.
How much does a handwritten shirt cost?
A hand-drawn shirt? They're anywhere between like $80 and $200.
Yeah.
Because they're like you're basically wearing a piece of art.
Art, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they must take forever, no?
Some of them do. Like the Kiss one took a long time.
Yeah, you got to charge $500 for that.
And I didn't. I think that was like $200. And
Yeah,
the,
and
the
somebody bought-
graveyard one, yeah, those are all sold. Those ones. Kung Fu Carrot didn't take quite as long, but there's one on there that I don't know if you can scroll down, but there's
scroll
one
down.
of the real popular ones. Keep going down.
Yeah.
There it is. It's Death eating his favorite cereal, Life.
Wow, that's
Like
so
that.
fucking cool.
That one really went over good. So we have prints of those, and you can get them on coffee
That's
mugs. and all that.
amazing, dude.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
And do people go, I want this, and you draw that?
Sometimes people put requests in, and I'll draw it.
Go scroll. Oh, so they do coffee mugs?
But
yeah.
I try to just do stuff out of my imagination. You know, but it's just really original and weird and fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, give Harland Williams a round of applause. It's amazing.
Syukulugi mo kisalaman Feed ang ukugani ay makabululi Purong kaya madungdung namin bombola Syukumugi ay ito Syukulugi mo kisalaman Feed ang ukugani ay makabululi Purong kaya madungdung namin bombola Syukumugi ay ito
Buried him. It was horrible. And so I didn't have support at anything, and I just started, smoking pot and
that's all you did?
No, I started taking pills and Ambien, which is dangerous for me. A lot of people do. This is the thing in California. Oh, I'm sober. I smoke pot. For me, I counted days. That's not sober for me. That's not sober for me.
Definitely not.
I know
Definitely
for
not.
you too. This is
Yeah.
what you and I talked about.
Yeah.
So I had to start over. It killed me, but I had to start over in day 1, day 2, and so now I have a year and 7 months, and
Awesome.
I work a very strong program.
Awesome.
I have a sponsor, and I go to meetings, and I sponsor someone, and I, whatever. But I'm a bad addict. I'm a garbage can, and I'll do whatever I can do to get high, whatever it is. No matter, it doesn't matter. I haven't had a drink in 22 years.
Yeah.
Alcohol is just not my thing, but
Yeah.
pot, like you and I have talked about.
Well, that
and
that was the thing I would say that drove me back in sobriety, and I think when people hear that, they go, "Well, how?
I know.
Do you eat too many Cheetos? I mean, whatever that might be." But it's like, it's all mental with me. Right?
Me too.
Right. I started going crazy in my mind.
Me too.
Right.
And people are like, well, you haven't had a drink in 22 years. What's
Yeah.
the big deal? I'm like, you don't understand. If I smoke pot,
Yeah.
I smoke pot 24 hours. I will get up to pee and smoke 17 bong hits.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Me too. Me too.
okay.
Me too.
So
Me
it
too.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll eat 46 gummies and take 5 Ambien. Like
Yeah.
I'm not okay. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
I'm a drug addict.
One time I went, which is a store by my house, and I walked in, and the guy that worked there, he goes, "Again?"
Oh.
And it was like embarrassing
Yeah.
that I was there the day before and the day before that.
I think you told me that you
Yeah.
stopped going to 2 different dispensaries because they were legitimately like worried about you.
Yeah.
Because they would look at him and be like, dude, that's.
Yeah. Didn't you say somebody called you from a dispensary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And said, "We're worried about Bobby." Like,
They would.
when dispensaries are
they would
calling
DM
friends
me.
on "we're worried," there's a problem.
I would get DMs.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just so you know, like Bobby's relapse.
Yeah.
Like before you even told me.
Yeah. Can I also say something about, like, on the edible, just give me a dosage amount.
You need instructions.
I need instructions because I take the whole thing.
It's
You know what I mean? Like, if there's 16 gummies that come in a thing, they're gone in an hour.
holy shit.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to know, like, 1 or 2 every other day.
You weren't gonna.
I know I wasn't, but I wouldn't take 16. I don't think.
You would have.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And with pot, it's so hard because it's very frustrating because people go, "What's the big deal? It's only pot." It's like, no, it is a fucking big deal. Like it's heavy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's and don't. I hate when people say to me like, "Why can't you just have a little pot?" Because I can't.
Yeah.
Don't ask me that. I'm an addict.
Yeah.
I can't have it.
Yeah,
I can't.
You and I are so similar. In
It's
so many.
really
It's
yeah.
really weird.
It's like, don't ask me that. Why I can't? I just can't.
Yeah.
And they want you to. I think a lot of people want me to smoke pot or to eat edibles. Like, they really want me to make themselves feel better.
Yeah.
Like they want me to so that they can do it and feel okay about it because they're addicts.
Yeah. There's also a group at the store.
Yeah.
That when I went out, I was doing weed with them.
Yeah.
But now that I'm sober, I can see them
Yeah.
forcibly distancing themselves.
Of course they're going to do that, Bob.
But they're not doing it, I don't think, because they just don't want to, I guess, like, entice me, or they're just trying to be cool or whatever.
Of course.
But it's like, you can say hi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't want to entice you. And also, a lot of people who know they shouldn't be using,
Yeah.
we've been through
Yeah,
that.
we've been through that. Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
They know they shouldn't be using. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't really want to hang around with sober.
Yeah. But I crossed lines I never thought I would. Like, you're never going to smoke pot and act in a show.
Yeah.
And here I am, high, on a set, you know what I mean? Not knowing my lines
I know.
and being scared
Yeah.
and going, what the fuck is going on? Like, things like that. It's so scary. But you know what's good about us, though? We have high bottoms nonetheless, though.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Right?
do, yeah.
Like, I don't lose everything. You know what I mean?
No.
Once I see, I can foresee into the future. Right? So I'm like, okay, every day for the last 2 months, I've been acting like this. I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to be doing this. And I can see slowly things fall apart.
Me too.
You can, right? So
Yeah.
we nip it in the butt before we lose it all. Is that what you do?
100%.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm lucky because
Yeah.
I've actually saved myself where I'm like, here we go. This is not going to go well. I mean, the last time I did have my therapist and my wife and my mother like say, you have to, like, this is it. You got to go get some help because this is not going very well. Like, you're falling asleep with like chips on your
Yeah.
You have like Tostitos hanging out of your fucking face. And
Yeah, yeah.
This is not going very well. We gotta.
For him, he was getting these like what he called his tundra attacks, where he would just freeze, like his body would be shivering. And I think it was like one night at like 3 a.m, he was like this, like just
In the
standing
dark, just
in the
standing-
dark, like this,
Just frozen.
and he was like, "Am I moving?" And I had to.
Am I moving?
I thought I was running, but I wasn't.
And he's like,
I was just frozen.
"Yeah, can you help me?" So I had to touch him to unfreeze him.
Yeah. It was like
freeze tag.
It was like freeze tag. It was like a weird game. But I literally could not move. Like I was
Yeah.
so frozen.
Yeah.
And it's like, and also my psychiatrist said, there have been studies when people have the kind of life I've had, trauma,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That when you smoke weed, it does the adverse effect, right? So it doesn't make you sleepy or or hungry. For me, I couldn't sleep and I couldn't eat.
That's what happened with me. I stopped smoking weed years ago because in the beginning it was fine, and then I just started becoming more and more paranoid.
Yeah.
And then I would get severe panic attacks. And then it dawned on me, I was like, okay, like I'm a child of extreme trauma and unresolved trauma. I shouldn't be kicking the dirt up in here, with anything like psychoactive like that. Because
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'm kicking up, and I would have really extreme panic attacks.
Have either one of you ever done trauma work?
Yeah.
Okay, because I did. When I relapsed, I went away, and I did major trauma work. I went to a trauma center,
I don't want to know where it was, but what state was it in?
Florida.
I went to Arizona.
Okay.
I went to a place specifically for trauma.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because of my dad and whatever. And I did some heavy duty work.
Yeah. EMDR?
Yes, I did. Well, I did ART, which is the same thing, but
Same
in
thing.
one session at a time.
Wow.
This is hilarious. I did equine therapy. Have you ever done that with a horse?
He hates equine therapy.
Oh my God!
What is it?
I love equine
I was
therapy.
so traumatized because the horse had a hard on. And it was the most traumatizing thing that ever. And besides that, it was 150. I was in Florida in August. So the horse's cock was this big. Its leg was bleeding.
Yeah.
The horse's leg was bleeding, and a fly flew in my ear.
Yeah.
So in my ear was in my ear, and I was like, "Get me the fuck out of!" I'm like this Jewish girl from New Jersey. Like I had just gotten there. I was so traumatized.
But if the horse had like a beefy vagina, would that have traumatized you?
oh no, I would have gone down. Could you imagine? Going down.
yeah.
I'm fisting myself.
Yeah.
Would you say you identify as being crypto curious?
Okay, can I just do a theme song real quick?
Yep.
Coin base, coin base. Okay, go ahead.
Sweetie,
Yeah.
thank you for your song.
Thank you.
Now, would you say you identify as being crypto curious?
I am crypto curious. I'm fully bored.
Well, if you've thought about entering the world of cryptocurrency, but feel a little bit overwhelmed, like my lover Bobby, Coinbase makes learning to buy and sell really simple. And I'm kind of a dum-dum with this stuff, but with Coinbase, it sort of just
You are
makes
dumb.
everything very, very simple. The interface is really easy to work with. Coinbase offers a trusted and easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency.
You're smart. They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone. They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. On Coinbase.
For a limited time, new users can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at coinbase.com/belly. Sign up at coinbase.com/belly for $10 in free Bitcoin.
This offer is for a limited time only. So be sure to sign up today. That's coinbase.com/belly.
Say it again.
That's Coinbase.
Say it again.
That's coinbase.com/belly.
And we all used Coinbase long before they were a sponsor. We, Clyde and I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had Coinbase forever. Ever since
I have it too now.
a couple of years ago, George, when you were like, "Don't be dumb, get Ethereum."
I had
was
15
like,
years ago, before you.
Yes, Coinbase. all
Before
the
you was even
way.
a thing, I did it.
Bobby's a pioneer. He's been had Coinbase.
I do Ruby.
No, it's super easy to use. It's like one of the easiest way to get into crypto if you want to.
Yeah, no, it was like, but I did a lot of like breath work, which is heavy, and pounding pillows and fucking, it was good work.
Wow.
I mean, I felt really good after doing
So I think that's also our similarity. So what did your dad? How were you traumatized as a kid? Do you want to get
bad.
you
No,
wanna talk
it's
about,
very
can we
bad.
talk about-
My dad. Wow, my dad was the funniest person I've known. I mean, that's a huge statement. I've met the most famous comics in the world, but
Yeah.
I got my sense of humor. He was brilliantly funny, but boy, did he have a temper.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like if he was pissed, he wouldn't even say anything, but he would just slam his head into a cabinet.
Wow. Yeah.
Like just hit his head, or just when he would scream, he would actually start singing. Like that's how insane. Like, I don't like the way
yeah.
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
Screaming, and yet like, his veins would, so it wasn't, I didn't get hit, but just screaming fucking rage.
Yeah.
And there was, cursing and name calling, and it was a lot. It was a lot. But he was also the one who was there for me, who took me to doctor's appointments. Like, he was the one who showed up. So it was very confusing and hard. He really.
Well, he probably had his own trauma.
He
that
did.
He never dealt with
He
it.
had
It's
major-
generational.
My grandmother was not
Yeah.
great. It
Yeah.
was. So it was tough, and it was scary.
Now, is Zach your older or younger brother?
So Zach Braff is my stepbrother.
Your stepbrother.
Yeah. So I had an older sister growing up, and I had my both parents. They got divorced. My mom got remarried to Zach's father, and there were 4 kids. And my dad got remarried to a younger woman, and they had 2 kids.
So did you grow up in your dad's house or your mom's house?
Both.
Both. You
So
go back and
I went
forth.
from house to house. And my mom was a therapist. My mom still is a therapist.
Oh, wow.
And she, wasn't around a lot. She was helping other people. So my dad really showed up and took care of me a lot.
Yeah.
But it was confusing because my mom was out helping the world. And meanwhile, we were home kind of like, the kids that took care of ourselves, and she's like taking care of other people. It was that is a lot.
That was what was most confusing about my childhood too, is that my mom was our primary caretaker, but she was my primary abuser. So it
I
was
know.
the most confusing part of it is like, she's putting food on the table. I can see that she really is doing her best.
Right. He did his
But
best.
She just is, she doesn't know how much pain she's actually like inflicting. She's unaware.
Yeah, he did the best he could from what he knew, and he was great a lot of the time. But when he was off, he was really off, and it was bad. There was a lot of name calling, and my self-image really suffered from it. Bad.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot about looks. A lot.
Ah.
There was a lot of name calling and weight stuff, and
Yeah.
fat this and bad words, and boy, it really, and it caused me. I got very, very heavy as a kid to piss them off. Both of my parents. I blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you want to call me fat and whatever? I'm gonna be the blueberry girl. Like, I'm gonna fucking blow up. I'm serious. I joke about it in my act. 'Cause I'm like, call me fat bitch and this, whatever. I'm going to fucking become 300. I mean, I really got.
Yeah. I mean, I did the same. I mean,
I was like, hi, mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they couldn't even look at me.
Yeah. Like-
They got pissed because that was my way of being like,
Wow.
fuck you.
Wow.
And kids do that.
Yeah.
You get negative attention. It's some kind of attention.
Yeah. Well, like what I got, like as a kid, like maybe a B and a C, and my dad took a fucking golf club and just beat me because I didn't get A's, right? So I got straight F's from then on.
Right.
Same
Same
thing.
kind of thing.
Like I was always like, yeah, well, fuck you.
Yeah, me
right?
too.
All the other kids, my cousins and stuff, right? They all got straight A's, and they all went to Ivy League schools. But every once in a while, a kid will go, nah, I'm going to go the other way.
I was the opposite. So I walked a very, very straight line because she beat me into having straight A's. I was too afraid to get the F's because
Yeah.
I was plucking wire from my mouth because she, punched my braces into my.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
So I was
I'm so
just
horny.
Tell me
How much blood? How much blood?
I just making her. I knew it would make her laugh. Wait, what about the?
Does that? Wait, who
Wait,
does
Kev,
that?
you
Who
wanna-
does that in a?
I got.
rubbing their nipples like that. Does that feel good?
This?
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
that would
It really
throw
should
me
be
off.
like- it really should be like this.
Oh, right.
I got one better for you. When I first came to America, I got fisted by my family doctor.
Oh my
God.
Wait, I thought you were gonna do the nipple thing harder.
That was too much.
That's a little too dark.
Oh, you guys thought I was gonna turn everyone on in the room.
That got weird.
No,
That's sad.
no,
That got
it didn't
weird.
get weird. I talk about it. I was molested in fat camp. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, it does.
Was it a camp counselor?
Yeah.
Was he fat as well?
No, I
Oh.
think he was turned on by fat kids.
Oh.
I did too.
Yeah. You did?
I've always been with like I love plush. Plush is my thing.
Oh,
I don't
God.
like. I'm not a a slender. I'm not attracted to slender people.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen you date hot guys though.
But never in long-term relationships. Think about it.
Right.
All long-terms have been with plush types.
So when you're in LA, do you see Zach at all or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you proud of him?
I normally stay with Zach in his guest house, but his whole guest house and everything. He's editing his movie that he made with Morgan Freeman and
Wow.
Molly Shannon and his girlfriend with Florence Pugh. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
When he back in the day when he got Scrubs and all that, were you proud of him?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
a child actor, so he was auditioning every day.
Oh,
I mean,
didn't
he was.
know.
People think he just like got famous. He was like really going on auditions daily as a little kid.
He's really, because you're such a nice person, he really is a nice guy.
Yeah, he.
I
is,
really
isn't
like
he?
him. He's such a nice guy.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a really good person.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
can
he's
tell.
funny as shit.
Yeah.
And he's so talented. I mean, the kid. When he did Garden State, he was like in his 20s. It's crazy.
It's
he
crazy.
wrote it, directed it, starred in it.
Best soundtrack.
Wholly accepted.
Let's talk about Saturday again, okay? So, do you think that the style bender is because people are saying he's GOAT, right? That's when people throw that out. There's been so many great eras in the sport, you know what I mean? And he is very unique, right? How do you place him in the middleweight in terms of middleweight fighters?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the champion of the world right now.
Right.
So he's number one, and rightly so. I mean, if you look at who he's beaten
Oh, my God.
and how he beats them, I mean, I'll be honest, prior to Saturday night, I was kind of, and he'll tell you, because we've had conversations about this, he's called me out on it, because prior to commentating, I still do it a bit now, I do the pre and the post-fight shows, and we have to make predictions on who's going to win and stuff like that. And I picked him to lose a few times, and every time he goes out there and proves me wrong, right? And then we bumped into each other, and I said to him, oh, I'm sorry, man. I said, it's nothing, because fighters take it very fucking personal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? When I go on TV or whoever it is, I remember when I used to fight and I'd be in the locker room and they have the pre-show on the TV, and you'll see whoever it is and they're talking about it. They say, yeah, he's going to lose, second round knockout. I think, you fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, all right.
See you later. You know what I mean?
right,
So
right.
it does irk you a little bit, and you do think, I'll have a word with that guy. So anyway, and I always thought, well, there always was a reason for why he was winning, right? The reason was he was very good, but against Robert Whittaker had a terrible game plan. He kept lunging in from so far away. So I was like, yeah. Robert Whittaker was shit. And then I was like, against Anderson Silva, it wasn't the busiest fight, right? And I was like, well, Anderson didn't really do much. I feel if he stepped on the gas more, then he could have beaten Israel. And then Yoel didn't do fuck all. I'm like, oh, come on, that fight didn't even happen. But the fact of the matter is, like Barcini, Costa Saturday night, he went out there and he didn't do much either, right? But when a pattern starts to form, you can't sit there and say it's not because he's that good. When the pattern starts to form, it's because, like Costa Saturday night, was scared.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get in the punching range, in the pocket, as they call it, because Adesanya was too fast. He was just too fast. And anytime he went near him, he was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I nearly got my head taken off there.
Yeah.
So it's easy for me to just stand there in the middle of the octagon and let you dictate the dance
Yeah.
and kick the shit out of me. So it's not Israel It's not his fault that his opponents are scared of him.
I
Yeah.
also kind of picked up on that even like in the pre-fight, or I'm sorry, before the fight, like leading up to it, how he was already kind of tentative and he seemed a little bit emotional. Bertino, right?
Yeah. It's those.
Well, very emotional, especially now.
Yeah. Oh no, what happened? He cried.
Well, no, today, like he saw the video.
No,
you
don't
know.
tell me what happened.
Well, Israel like, gonna give him a little dry humping.
Oh, I loved it.
In the octagon.
I loved it.
But he wasn't aware of that because he was just knocked out.
Yeah.
So
the video.
So like,
It's like it was
yeah.
goofied, yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, fuck it, okay, show me the fight sheet. He's like, okay, oh shit, man here. And then he's like, what the fuck? He did what?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's pissed. He's putting out some video. He's calling for a rematch.
Immediate
It's crazy
rematch.
because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
never gonna get a rematch because you got your ass kicked.
He's got to win probably 4 more times, right? He's got to beat Cannonier. He's got to beat. There's a bunch
2
of
or
guys out
3,
there.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's not getting a rematch
Yeah,
anytime.
I think Whitaker. Although people think that he got his ass kicked, but I think Whitaker deserves another shot, don't you?
Probably.
Because Whitaker had like won. How many times did he defend it, Whitaker?
Well, no, because he was never the real champ.
Oh, he wasn't.
It was the interim.
It was interim.
He was an interim,
And
right?
there was some weird
thing.
I
Yeah.
forget people missing weight and shit. It wasn't his fault to be fair, but he did beat a lot of good guys and he beat
Yeah.
Yoel a few times.
Yeah.
And he just beat Darren Till and he's fighting Jared Cannonier.
We're Cannonier. Yeah.
I'd
He
say the
was
winner of that should fight.
Who's a beast?
Oh yeah.
Cannonier, don't you think?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, very, very.
Yeah.
Well,
he's-
when Whitaker fought Adesanya, it seemed like I love Whitaker. He's
I love
my
Whitaker
favorite
as well.
fighter for
Yeah, me too.
years.
we just like his
I like his
demeanor. You know
He's
what I
very
mean?
humble.
A nice
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
He's
Family
a very
guy.
nice guy, yeah.
Yeah. But it seemed like a total. He seemed like unmatched. Like he
Yeah.
just couldn't get in there at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like before at the time when I watched it initially, I'm like, oh well, Whitaker didn't show up, did he? He had a terrible game plan. He kept trying to lunge in, and again, that's not Israel's fault. That's because they were scared and intimidated because he's so tall, he's so long, and he's so fast. And every time he was trying to get on the inside to land the shot, it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
hold on. So then I've got to start acting desperate, trying to land these big wild shots,
Yeah.
which just leaves you more open to get counted.
Yeah, he has length. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He's a long fighter, right? He's also kind of scrawny, but he really is precise. Like those kicks that he did on Paulo Costa, Borrachinha. What's his name? Borrachinha?
That's his nickname, yeah.
But what's his real last name?
Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
You said it 3
said it
times.
four
No.
You said it
no.
4 times.
Why did he? Well, why was he called Borrachinha?
Because everybody has a nickname.
Yeah.
Oh. so if they said Bobby Slep King, that Slep
Yeah,
King
yeah,
is my,
Yeah, Bobby the Slept King.
And then
Lee.
I just changed it back to Lee. Is that what happened?
mean,
What?
No, Bobby the Slept King Lee.
yeah, your
Yeah, but
lead's still
before
there.
he wasn't. Just let's.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't listed as Paulo Costa.
He wasn't before. He used to fight as Paulo
Yeah.
Borrachinha, and that's it.
Yeah. He
Oh,
didn't have
really?
the Costa
Yes,
in it.
he didn't have the Costa in it.
Have
Then
you-
out of
Have
nowhere,
you seen what's it called? Borchinha Depot. Borchinha Depot on Instagram.
No.
Not on
Oh.
Twitter. You got to follow it. It's hilarious.
what is it?
Some of your friends are featured on there regularly.
Yeah.
It's a parody MMA account, but you know,
Oh, it is?
they like to make fun. Anyone who misspeaks, they get a little roasting on there. It's funny. There's a lot of Tito Ortiz, a lot of Brendan Sharp. Well, it's funny. It's good, clean fun. But they just highlight when people fuck up, and it's funny. I don't know why it's called Borchinha Depot, but
Right.
yeah. But give it a follow.
Hey guys, we're gonna take another quick break to talk about a sponsor that we all use here.
BetterHelp. I use BetterHelp in my personal life, and it saved my life. Is there something interfering with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? I had a lot of that, and I use this, and I have therapy through BetterHelp, and it has saved my life, folks. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. And you can start communicating, get this, Gilbert,
What?
in under 48 hours.
Oh my God! I think
It's not, Gilbert, it's not a crisis line.
I think there's a 2 weeks.
It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. Tell them more, babes.
There is a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. However, the service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it, Gil.
BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Visit betterhelp.com/belly. That's better, H-E-L-P, and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. Special offer for Tiger Belly listeners: get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly. Enjoy the rest of the show.
So I want to plug your podcast. You have a podcast with a comic out of New York.
I do.
What is it called?
It's called Believe You Me.
Believe You Me.
Yes.
And what?
With Lewis, right?
Yeah, Louis J.
Yeah,
Gomez.
yeah. Comes out once a week.
Twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays.
Whoa.
Whoa, fuck, look at the
We're
work ethic.
lazy.
Yeah,
lazy.
you know, come on.
Do you do it out of your house?
I do it out of my house. He does it
In New
they have a
York?
studio in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where can people find it?
Everywhere you find podcasts. Yeah, if you search Believe You Me or Michael Bisping podcast on YouTube, you'll find it. And then, I don't know.
Because
Spotify, all those places, yeah.
yeah, because you are. I have to say, and I mean this. I'm going to give you a compliment.
Thank you.
I don't want to brag,
Oh my God.
but I like to brag a little bit.
I thought you were complimenting.
I am going to compliment
I
you.
know, that was really
I,
You're awesome.
I know.
Now, I'm just going to talk about
Let me try. Let me try this.
That was a
right?
weird.
No, but you'll see how it's going to swing back to you.
I get it.
No, you don't.
I do. I feel
You're
like
being
I
an
know
asshole.
where it's going to go.
All right. So just let me build it, okay?
Please, go.
He's got to suck his own dick before he does
Yeah, I
it.
got to suck
Of
my
course,
little-
yeah.
my little yellow clit before.
God.
So, I don't want to brag, but I know probably the funniest people on the planet Earth. I've mingled with them, right? I've
Rubbed
worked with them,
shoulders.
rubbed shoulders. I've done podcasts with them, and I've done my share of television work
Oh, this guy.
and film, and but
I nearly spat water all over the place then.
But I have to say that when I podcast with you, you remind me of somebody at that level of comedy chops.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It's
Very
an
kind.
unusual thing to have, a beefcake.
Backhanded
Yeah.
compliment once again.
A beefcake like yourself, right? Have a charisma.
Listen, just because you are challenged, okay?
Yeah,
Don't refer to.
Yeah.
My wife gives me shit all the time for being too short.
Oh, really?
Yes, and too small.
Yeah.
She likes tall guys. I'm borderline.
Yeah.
When I got arrested when I was a kid, the cop said I was 6'2", and I hang on to that. But she says bullshit. You're shrinking.
Yeah. How tall are you?
6'1". But
Oh, you're
she-
6'1",
He says
yeah.
that's bullshit. But at the cop shop, they said 6'2". So I claim that.
Yeah, so-
but as you were saying I was great.
So it is an unusual thing, right? I mean, there is, because when I talk to him, I'm like, oh, it's like talking to a comic, right?
Yeah.
Who's like a seasoned pro, but you're a champion as well. You know what I mean? So it's just an unusual combination within one human being.
Well, thank you. I
And-
appreciate that.
Yeah, and you, I think you have a future, right, in other areas, right?
I feel like I've seen this. This is the Joe Rogan, Brendan Sharp sit down. I've seen this. I'm like, what is going on?
No, it's not that. It's just I didn't plan it. I'm not planning it. It's just an idea in my head. I'm just thinking, you know what I mean? That what an interesting. I thought this the last time, but then I'm just duly reminded today. You know what I mean? That's just how unusual you are in that way. What?
She
said
said,
she
I
agrees.
agree.
Don't you agree with him?
No, you said unusual.
I agree. Well,
Yeah.
a little aggressive.
Yeah.
The tone.
I agree that he's unusual.
Yeah. Wait. I want to ask you one more question.
No, I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Show him where the bathroom is.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I want to know how you guys met. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I want to ask.
What I want to ask is.
I'll let him tell it.
No.
No.
Way better. He tells it way
Did
better.
you meet him before the Ultimate Fighter?
Yes.
Oh, so
Quite a few years before. So we met in 99.
Wow.
in 1999, and at that time was he? What did you like about him?
So, now that he's gone?
I mean, what?
Very good question.
Yeah.
actually. I was instantly drawn to him, and I can't quite put my finger on why when I think back.
Yeah.
He stands out, as you can see.
Yeah.
Especially in the town that we both lived in. He stood out a lot to me, and he was tall. And I kind of, I tease him to say that he's short, but he was tall compared to everyone else, so that stood out to me. And it's just his personality. He was like really vibrant and outgoing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What little town did you guys meet in?
Clitheroe.
Oh, Clitheroe.
Yes.
So in that small little town you met him?
Tiny little town.
Yeah.
And I'd only been in Clitheroe for a couple of years because I moved from Australia. So I was pretty new. And I think that was part of the attraction as well because I was different from everyone else. And I had a different accent and blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah.
I think that was part of it as well.
And how are you? Do you prefer living in California via England or?
Yes.
You do?
I love California.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we kind of float with the idea of moving back to England, but I can't deal with the rainy weather and cold, and I've acclimatized to Southern California weather.
Yeah, and
can't
you guys
beat
are
it.
here now. Your kids are here.
Well, the kids are here, so we're in it. Even if we did want to move anywhere, we can't. We're trapped.
Yeah.
Because the kids are here. They've got their own lives.
I don't
Your
want you
kids
to move.
have American accents?
They go between both. So when they talk to us, they talk in like a British accent, and then when they go out with their friends, they talk American.
No, my daughter, like she used to speak all the time, like daddy, like, in this crazy annoying accent, right? And I just wasn't into it at all. But it's
Yeah.
like, whatever, I'll tolerate it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then sometimes, and she's great now. She's turned the corner, but she went through a phase 2 years of her life where she was a fucking. I'm not going to get into detail.
Is it like
But
a
listen,
Cali girl?
Mom's like, stop.
It's like Cali girl, yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? But anyway, when she has been naughty, shall we say, and we're like, what the fuck? And then I call her, I finally catch up with her. I'm like, what? And she's like, talking in that accent. I go, and cut that fucking stupid accent out as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I'm mad. Now when it's just, average day, I'm like, yeah, whatever, and I roll my eyes internally. But if I'm mad and I'm like, get your ass home, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning or whatever, and I'm like, stop talking in that stupid fucking accent. Nothing against Americans,
Yeah.
by the way. It's just,
Yeah. How are you doing in the pandemic? I mean, like, are you over it, or are you, you know what I mean?
Under it?
Or are you under it?
Or inside it.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to explain. I take it seriously. I respect it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that's driving me crazy right now. Seeing
Yeah.
all these fucking anti-maskers,
Yeah.
all these conspiracy theorists, right? Just do what you're fucking told. Put the mask on. Right? Listen to the experts, people that have dedicated their entire lives to science.
Yeah.
Okay. There isn't a fucking agenda here.
Yeah.
Well, there is. It's trying to rid the world of this virus, this nasty disease
Yeah.
which is killing people.
Yeah.
I have this friend of mine in the UK where I come from, and on Facebook, he's at it all the fucking time. Okay, going on, it's okay. I'm like, and I never respond, but I just couldn't do it. Last night, I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going. I wrote this big, long response. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And he came back with, his initial response was, really? I thought better of you, to be honest. I'm like, oh, really? So somebody has a different opinion than you.
Right.
We don't have to listen to your shit. You left school at 16. All you've done since then. He did. He left school at 16.
Yeah.
You haven't held down a shitty dead-end job your entire life.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going to sit there and disagree with scientists that have studied their entire lives to understand these things. He's like, oh, yeah, but the government keep changing guidelines. I said, well, yeah, of course. Well, that in itself tells you that they are learning and changing the
As we go.
guidelines as they're learning about the fucking virus.
Right.
If it was an agenda, they would just say, right, this is the way it's got to be. These are the control mechanisms we're putting in place.
Yeah.
And like it or fucking lump it. They wouldn't keep changing things.
Yeah. They're adapting as it goes because it's a new thing.
Correct.
And
exactly.
we are the same. We're in the same boat. Even if you weren't, wouldn't care. But
Yeah, no, for sure. Listen,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not going to fall out with people over it, but it does get a little exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to a comedy night Friday at somebody's house.
Yeah.
And one of the girls there looks at me, and she's a friend of mine. She goes, "Why?" Because I had a shield and a mask on,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, "What the?"
Well,
fuck?
you're older.
He's
You know
a
what I mean?
smoker.
You're in that demographic.
He is.
Frail.
He's geriatric.
weak.
Yeah.
I mean, a good gust of wind would knock you over. You know what I mean? You need the shields. As you were saying, though. Sorry, I interrupted your story.
Anywho, how rude! How fucking rude, you limey bastard!
Limey?
Yeah, you fucking hooligan.
You
Okay,
say cool again?
Yeah, you
hooligan.
Cooligan.
Call him a
What do you mean,
call you a cooligan.
That sounds like
Cool in the gang.
that's a really good compliment.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a cooligan. You're like a little bit of a thuggish, but you're cool
Yeah.
with it.
That's a good word.
So you
Cooligan.
dress real well.
Yeah, yeah. You're a cooligan. So, and she goes, you know, the people that die from coronavirus is people that that took the flu vaccine last year and then gets COVID. So the combination of the two kills you.
It's actually quite the opposite.
And she goes, take the mask off. I
Oh,
go,
really?
Yeah, and I go, no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to listen to you.
yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Right? So everyone has these different opinions and whatnot, but
Well, everyone's just at each other's throats. So it's not even a matter of like what you believe. I think that people are just generally frustrated and they want to go after something and someone. So it's like in those situations, like you just gotta accept to disagree and then move on.
yeah, I did. I still
People
love it.
are very frustrated, and certainly people that have lost their jobs and lost their
Yeah.
income.
It's difficult. It's a difficult.
And that's a different
I hate
scenario to what I'm dealing with.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thoughts are with them truly. But I pulled my phone out here because I posted this the other day, and it's so true. It says, quick reminder, if the roles were reversed and it was younger people who were more likely to die, our grandparents and parents would do absolutely everything they could to protect us. But on the flip side, we're like, oh, it's just the old. Fuck them.
Right.
They've lived their life.
That's an interesting thing. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, imagine if it
And
was
I love
reversed.
you. And I love you.
You will fucking do. I love you too.
Yeah.
You do whatever you could to protect your children and your grandchildren.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say, "Oh fuck it, he's 60 years old. That's still young."
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're almost right there. You still got life left to live, Bob.
This guy. Anyway.
We have a demon baby to make.
Yeah, we have a demon baby. So I want to say that this podcast has been very fun for me. I
Oh,
really
is this
enjoy-
it? Is it done?
No, we have to do our unhelpful advice.
Oh my God, we've just driven all this way. We just got here. Jesus Christ, Bobby.
Dude, well, you want to do a 5-hour event like Rogan does? Fuck that.
Yeah, I want to do it from the inside of a tunnel.
What's in the studio?
Yeah, where are you? It looks like a fucking pill.
Yeah.
Can I just talk about the room I just went in? That's
that-
awesome.
What?
Oh, that was our old studio.
That was our.
No, where I just went in next
Yeah, yeah,
door.
yeah.
I saw like the soundproofing, but the door, all the artwork and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
because that was the
my
original
favorite, yeah.
podcast room.
Right.
But then the COVID hit.
Yeah.
So we moved out of there because we can have guests.
Right.
So we can have more space. So we
Got
put
it.
this black. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but we don't know what to do with that
I
room.
was paying you a
complimenting you.
compliment
Okay.
on the artwork.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Okay, Mikey?
I wasn't attacking you,
Little
Bobby.
Mikey, okay. All right, I'm old. You want more to say? I'm fat. What
No,
else you wanna
it's a
say?
nice. I like the artwork on the door.
Okay, Mikey.
That's
Fuck,
that
little
was
Mikey.
my point.
Little Mikey from the UK is here.
6'1".
Hey,
little
little
tiny
Mikey from
dick.
the UK.
Yeah. So what we do at the you've been on the show before. We do a thing called the unhelpful advice, and people email us questions, and we try to answer them. Okay.
Unhelpful advice with Bobby, Kalila, Michael Bisping, and Rebecca.
Hey, friends, my fiance and I are about to have a baby. She's only 2 months along, but it seems so close to 9 months. My problem is I can't get her to quit smoking cigarettes. As soon as I found out she was pregnant, I quit because I want what's best for our baby and our family. How can I try to convince her to quit without making her think she's against what's best for our family? I know she loves me, and I know she'll love our baby, but I know she can love herself, me, and our baby so much more if she does things she knows she needs to do. Thanks. Love you guys. How does he convince his fiance to quit smoking for the baby? How do you convince Rebecca to stop this?
Well. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Number one, cigarettes kill you. They'll kill the mother. They could kill the baby. They're doing harm. That's for damn sure. Rebecca, this is why I push this over to you. Listen, there's one thing she knows about it's babies and drinking whilst pregnant, smoking while pregnant, eating whatever kind of foods whilst pregnant. I was like, this is your fucking wheelhouse.
All right, let's okay, Rebecca. So I'm just gonna say, let's suppose I'm your friend. You and I I go to Orange County. Okay. You and I having brunch, right? You and I are having brunch,
Right.
and I'm talking. Kalila's pregnant, so I'm gonna go. So Rebecca, Kalila, she's 2 months pregnant, as you know.
Well, what about I'm right next to you, in front of you, and I'm just smoking, and you see that.
Yeah.
I'm
So
growing
she's
belly.
smoking.
Yeah.
She's pregnant. What would you say?
I would say I'm completely non-confrontational. So
Right,
I
right.
would be like, oh my god, when you left, I'd be like, oh my god.
Oh, you're two-faced.
She's
You're
two-faced.
See?
I like
Moaning
it.
constantly when she's pregnant. That's disgusting. And then whenever you come on, I'll be like, oh hey. I'm so bad like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she's really, really damaging the health of her unborn baby. That baby could be born with a low birth rate. I know that much. If
Yeah.
you smoke heavily whilst pregnant.
Yeah.
Sorry, low birth weight.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yes, I might have said right. I meant weight. So that's not.
Low birth weight. I just don't think that it would be. It's not the healthiest. It's not like taking vitamins.
It's not.
Like vitamins would be good, right?
Well, vitamins are great.
Yeah. You know, it's not as bad as
Nicotine, not so
heroin.
much.
If it was heroin, I would be like, hey man, put the needle down,
yeah.
I
right?
don't know. I feel like heroin's better than nicotine.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
well, all right, no, not heroin because the baby would.
Yeah.
Would have to withdraw.
Yeah, there'd be withdrawal.
Yeah. Maybe crack.
Not good. Not great either.
No, just get off the class A
Yeah.
babies. You know
No,
what I mean?
yeah, I just think, you know what I would do? I would just like sit down with her and go, listen, I don't care what you do with your body. I do, right? But if you choose to smoke. But you have our baby inside you. Can you please wait until you have the baby?
Or at least be drunk. You know what I mean? You
Right.
gotta smoke, get drunk.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
get drunk, a cigarette can be nice. You know?
Right,
what I mean?
right.
You're not even drunk.
Yeah.
You're sober. She's like, yeah, I'm
Here's,
9
drink
months
this
pregnant.
whiskey. I would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I
Yeah.
said, stop being a selfish bitch.
Yeah, that's a
You've
crazy.
got a baby inside your stomach.
She should know better.
Is that a real question?
That is a real question.
That's a real question.
a lot of
We
stuff
get
like
so many weird ones.
Don't be
Yeah.
a selfish bitch. You have a baby inside your
There
stomach.
we go. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the answer.
Don't be a selfish bitch.
Don't be a selfish bitch. Do we have another one? Because that's a given.
Yeah. Hello, my name's Ethan. I've been single for 6 years.
Uh-oh.
There's been dates, but sex. There's been dates and sex, but zero intimacy. Recently started dating a young lady, and I cannot keep it up during sex long enough for me to finish. She
Bobby?
gets off, and I'm going soft, almost uninterested. This has never been a problem before. Do you think it's an intimacy issue or something larger?
Oh. I don't even know what he's asking.
That's a hard one.
So hold on. He can't get it up. He
Yeah.
can't keep it up.
Nope.
I mean,
To me, it's. I think that there's
Is he
some
jerking
porn.
off before?
Porn. I think there's
Yeah.
some porn involved.
Porn involved for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, number one, cut off the porn and
I thought you
the
were gonna say cut off
extracurricular.
something else.
No,
Cut
no,
off
no,
your
don't-
dick.
Cut off your dick. No, the extracurricular jacking off. Right. You should stop doing that. Right. And then
Let the tank fill a little
let the
bit.
tank fill. Let the gun. You know what I mean? Build some bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guns do.
So you can shoot. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah. Or maybe go to therapy.
or
Yeah.
bluechew.com. You know, that.
That's great.
one of your.
Are they one of our sponsors?
yeah.
Forhims.com.
For
.com.
him.
Use
Yeah.
the promo code Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, maybe go see your doctor.
Or maybe
Some
start
testosterone.
suck dick. Maybe dick is your thing.
Well,
Maybe
I
he's
think-
gay.
Yeah, what if I was gay and I was just trying to convince myself,
Yeah.
right, that I was straight and I'm like losing my, you know what I mean? Maybe suck off like, you know, a hobo.
Maybe he loves her, but doesn't. He's not attracted. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a friendship.
Yeah.
You know.
But I feel like men.
And all the hookers he's fucking at the weekend is probably, bit of an issue as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a difficult question because I don't, you know why that question's difficult? I don't know his routine. I don't know him at all. It's just a surface, you know what I mean?
He's just nervous. I feel like some people can build it up so much in their head,
Right.
and then they just let it kind of build too much, and then
Yeah. That could be it.
No, I thought he was pulling away because I thought you said Michael was really nervous when you
No,
first.
I never pull out. No, you were laughing like oh yeah, no, you're right, it's the nerves.
Yeah.
You felt like she was talking to you there.
No, I thought she was talking to you when you guys first started dating.
Oh yeah, I get so nervous. 21 years, I still can't get it up. I don't know how the fuck we've got 3 kids.
In my early 20s, but as you get older, you want a connection with somebody.
I think so.
Yeah. Even at a bar, if you meet somebody and you're just, what's your name? And then she makes you laugh, you know what I mean? And she's sassy, then you can go, oh, I can do this, right? But if just no name, right? She's just laying there with just like, you know what I mean? Her fucking tits her fat tits out, and her vag was just like roast beef.
Oh, why are you touching?
You know what I mean? And I was just like, no.
We have guests. But
I'm sorry, my
Yeah, I was like,
I'm so sorry.
stop it, please.
yeah.
What a wonderful podcast.
Not a
What?
good-
That's how we're ending?
What a great
Yeah,
ending.
yeah, yeah.
image?
What a
That was
great,
awesome.
That's
Again.
a great ending.
Again, a bad dismount.
No, I don't care. I think every time I do podcasts, the ending is always weird, right?
No, that was perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
And people
perfect.
even sent me a meme. This is how I end podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to cut that part out. But
We're gonna zoom up.
yeah, zoom up. Yeah, maybe that was not the right way to end, right? But I have to say, we don't have a lot of repeats on the show, Michael. We don't. We've had maybe
Wow.
3,
Nah, like 6.
6
That's a few.
Out of
Getting up
200
there.
something. though.
out of
No, but that's
200
good. That's good.
Out of 200 plus guests. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's quarantine. You're running out of people. People.
No,
people
I
to
could.
LA
There's
is
so
much.
many fucking people I could ask again. I just don't want them.
Well, don't diss old guests.
They're
We
great.
love them.
Yeah.
We
I
love
would
them
love
all.
everyone
There's
back.
194 guests.
would love
you're
everyone
talking
back.
shit about.
I would love everyone back. I really would. Right? But I just know, right, that you'll be back again.
Oh,
right? I
thank
just
you, thank
know it, right? Even though you never asked me to be on yours. It's fine.
Bobby, I asked you to be on mine.
Did they ask?
I have asked. In fact, it's in your text messages.
Oh,
I text you direct.
oh my!
Yeah.
Direct.
Called out.
You know, but you're too big time these days. Big
here's,
time.
Here's what I got.
What was your last thing Michael texted?
Here's
No,
what
not the last thing. Go
No,
with
yes.
you.
What's up, Bobby? Bisping here. Hit a little traffic.
Seven.
Probably 7:10.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, go up.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, I did. I changed my number.
yeah. He changed his number. Yeah.
I changed my
So
number.
this is your
Hold
new
on.
number?
Yeah, that's my new number.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Save that, please. Hold on.
Did you didn't get the screen on it, right?
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry
blur it.
about it.
Yeah, I want people to know this number.
Let's have a look. Hold on. Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. That was you. What's up, Bobby Bisping? Go up a little bit. January 14th, 2019. Great time, Bobby. You got to do mine in return.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. You seriously killed it.
And then no invite.
No
You,
invite.
you have to go. All right, so you go. So fuckface.
Did
right?
that just backfire on
Right,
you?
it backfired. Right. So you go. You should.
up,
Right,
I
and I go. Okay,
I did
I'll do it.
reciprocate
Right.
the invite.
And then nothing.
Okay.
when?
No.
Where? What
Let me
time?
tell you this, and maybe you can give me some advice, because here's the deal with that.
Okay.
Because I have so many guests lined up that I want. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That I want to have on, right? I want
Yeah.
to have a chat like this. But the problem is, Lewis does it in New
York.
and I do it here.
Yeah.
And if we bring a guest in, it kind of gets weird. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We do have a guest, but then more often than not, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yes.
Right.
Conversations don't really flow too well, and then some of them, maybe Lewis doesn't know who these people are, and it's just me and another guy going to sit in a room, and Lewis is just going to be listening in.
Right.
It's just a weird dynamic. So I think down the line, probably going to invest in like a little studio somewhere and do it a bit more traditional.
But that's why we had Zoom guests on this during the
And they
pandemic,
weren't going
and they
well.
were not going well.
it's hard.
So we made this. So we had a girl 2 weeks ago I wanted, and she's like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable. And I go, well, I can't do it
here.
Yeah, in this
She
room.
didn't feel comfortable.
No, so I go, well, I can't do it through Zoom, so we'll just wait until the pandemic's over.
But you're about what 10 feet away. From
I know.
with
My point is
plexiglass.
that this is the way we're doing it. And I just want to throw this out. Maybe you guys can do one. But anyway,
Very good dynamic.
really good dynamic, you two.
No, we do, and people say that to her all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go.
I actually suggested that we should just do one episode together, and he pretty much just laughed at me at the suggestion.
Well, that's what we did. It wasn't any formal thing. We got a mic. We were in the middle of our carpeted bedroom, and we were like, hey, let's just see where it goes.
And I told her no for like 6 months.
For 6 months. And then I started buying the mics myself. And then I just kind
And
of
then she was in a
bamboozled him
room
into it.
one day, just sitting with the headphones, it's just this like this. And I walked by, and I was like,
You took pity on
yeah, what the fuck? All right, I'll do it. Because I didn't think, and then we started doing it together like this.
Yeah.
And then one day, dude, years later, right, we started going, oh, we have a huge fan base.
Yeah.
How long you guys been doing this?
5 years.
5 years.
years.
But our first 30 episodes was just him and I arguing about really dumb things.
Dumb things.
We had no guests.
But that's great though. The people want to hear that shit. They want to
Yeah.
hear that dynamic.
I think so.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just think you should try, you fuckface.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be overly produced.
Yeah.
People like lulls.
People like lulls. People
you know,
like to hear real thing.
Yeah.
You know?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, and that what?
Check.
the blue check.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, the blue check mark. It's all she gives a fuck about.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yeah.
When you said that when we first walked in, I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's
Yeah.
all she's been talking about for the longest time.
Yeah, that's what
Why do you want a blue check mark so bad?
Because you're nobody unless you got a blue check.
It's show
I'm like-
business.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Come on.
Maybe they might just base it off merit.
I mean,
Old-fashioned concept.
I would hope so.
Is this good
We-
or is it garbage? It's great, but no check mark.
Yeah, we do live in a society. It's getting
That
weird.
horrible?
Isn't it? It feels weird.
It is embarrassing
Right,
that I
that
would even have to say
you
that.
need to, and I'm the same way. For the longest time, I didn't have one. And my openers, guys that open for me, were getting blue check marks. You know what I mean? I would have a couple, back in the day, 100,000 followers or whatever. My opener would have 2,000 followers and get a blue check mark. And all my friends, and one day I just snapped. And I called my agent. I will leave you. I will leave you, right? And I'll go to a different agency if you don't use your power to get me a blue check mark. And they panicked.
It is essential in this day. and
Isn't that weird,
For
though?
somebody-
Why, it's like...
You know what's even funnier is that I started this podcast, and my podcast page got the blue check mark before me.
Oh, really?
That was
That's
a big
hilarious.
slap to the face. I was like, well, really? Like, I'm really chopped liver.
Yeah, no, that is.
So, Michael, your wife wants a fucking blue check mark. Start a podcast. Because I think that there is something here, and I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
I think there's just something here.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
shut the
listen to
fuck
this
up.
all the way home, guys.
Yeah.
It's a long drive.
Yeah.
We'll make it just like a seasonal thing. This is like the pandemic, set of.
Yeah, just do one.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay.
You're
Happy.
Why don't we give Michael Bisping a round of applause
Rebecca.
and Rebecca a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. What a great podcast.
Thank you.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that impromptu bonus guest. Rebecca was awesome. That was really fun. Guys, thanks to everyone at the Tiger Belly Patreon. A new vlog just dropped on Sunday featuring Bobby's karate skills. You might have seen a little clip on our IG page. And for gamers, we also have George's first time playing Warzone with Bobby and myself, as well as an exclusive Jules interview of Bobby podcast, audio form. I don't know why I'm explaining what a podcast is to you. You can check all this out at patreon.com/tigerbelly. And also I'd like to thank our sponsors, Hims and BetterHelp. For ED, hair loss, and all your men's needs, go to forhims.com/belly. Shout out to John, the scientist. Take charge of your mental health today. Special offer for Tiger Belly listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly. And once again, get your questions on Tiger Belly by emailing us at adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. We're looking for something out of the ordinary, life situations, weird family members, strange encounters with coworkers, or aliens. You can email us at adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. We love you guys so much, and follow us on Tiger Belly on IG. Also, follow Bobby at Bobby Lee Live, Kalila Calamity K, George_Kimmel, and Michael Bisping at Gilbits. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Syukuluki mo kisalaman